Good afternoon, everybody. In this time, please let us present a paper with title Rainfall Detection on a Tropical Island Using a Communication Satellite Downlink Signal and Artificial Intelligence Models. My name is Yuda Mardiansyah, and I'm a doctoral student from Department of Physics of University of Indonesia. The background of our paper is as follows. In the last 10 years, various studies have been conducted on rainfall monitoring using satellite signal reception for data communication and internet access. Several authors have researched satellites with high frequencies that range from Ku band to Q or V band in several high latitude regions and shows good results. However, its development for tropical regions is still very less promising, leaving the question of which method is worth using. The objectives of our study are to investigate artificial intelligence models by utilizing the Ku-band satellite downlink signal for rainfall detection on a tropical island. And also long-term evaluation of all the models using 1 year of rainfall intensity data. And the final evaluation is the evaluation of all the model on seasonal basis from December to February or DJF, from March to May or MAM, from June to August or JJA, and the last period is September to September to November or SON. The method we use the user terminal, which receive the satellite downlink signal from the satellite, and rain gods, which are located on Natuna Island, which is a tropical island in Indonesian territory. As we can see here in the left picture that there are user terminal, rain gods, and on the red lines of the satellite link. The direction of the link between the UT and satellite is shown by the red line. The user terminal joined to the high throughput satellite broadband network belong to PT Telkomsat here in Indonesia, which is the national company that offers satellite services in Indonesia. The RG or rain gauge located on Ranai Meteorological Station, which is weather observation facility that is under ownership of Meteorological, Climatological, and Geophysical Agency of Indonesia, or known as BMKG. As we can see here, the satellite terminal or user terminal on the picture, on the right picture on the top, and also on the right bottom of the pictures, we can see that correlation of the ES per NO data, which is ratio of energy per noise density received by the user terminal and correlate to the rain intensity data. Each hour of ES per NO data that correspond to rain rate higher than 0 is highlighted in green in the figure below and represent as rain labor. as rain label. Otherwise, it represents a dry label. The flowchart of our study is as follow. There are three stages. The first is the data processing. Second is model construction, and the final stage is model evaluation. There are two data for the data set, which are the ES per NO data from the satellite reception and the rain rate data from the rain gauge. For the ES and for the SNO data, as through the interpolation and normalization, and both data are joined to the data set from December 2019 to May 2023. And after that, we split the data set to the training set and test set. For the training set is the data from December 2019 and to April 2022. For the test data or for the evaluation, we use data from June 2022 to May 2023. And then we split rain and dry samples using balancing, which means that the number of rain samples and dry samples are equal. And then we train the data set for the training set. In the training set, using five artificial intelligence models, which are one-dimensional convolution neural network, or known as 1D-CNN, long short-term memory, known as LSTM, random forest, known as RF, multi-layer perceptron, known as MLP, and support vector machine, known as SVM. We train for a number of times, and we get the best model for each models. And then we evaluate using ROC, AUC, and TPR, TNR, accuracy, F1 score, and season-based accuracy. This is for the evaluation metrics. There are some TN means the predicted dry, but the actual is dry, and FN means predicted dry, but the actual rain. FP means predicted rain, and then actual dry, and TP means predicted rain, but the actual is rain. So TN true negative and false negative. FP means false positive, and TP means true positive. And the evaluation metrics, there are four evaluation metrics, which are TPR means the true positive rate, and TNR, which is a true negative rate, the accuracy, and F1 score. This is the seasonal rainfall pattern for season-based evaluation of all the models. There are four rainfall pattern in the Natuna Island, and it is a common pattern for Indonesia tropical region, which is June to August, which is JJA, and SON, which is September, October, November. DJF is December, January, February. MAM is March, April to May. We evaluate the performance of all the models by using rain rate data samples from June 2022 to May 2023. For the JJA, there are 2,029 samples of 139 rain events with a maximum intensity of 39 millimeter per hour. For September to November, there are 2,043 samples of 218 rain events with a maximum intensity of 33.7 millimeter per hour. For December to February, there are 2,070 samples of 314 rain events with a maximum intensity of 30 millimeter per hour. And the last for March to May in 2023, there are 2,080 samples of 109 rain events with a maximum intensity of 35 millimeter per hour. For the first evaluation matrix is the receiver operating characteristic curve and the measurement of area under the curve. This is the area under a curve of AUC means the probability of detecting rainfall. We can see from the figure on the left side that the 1D-CNN has the most 1D-CNN and LSTM output from the other models with AUC value 0.84 or 84% of probability in detecting rainfall. But considering the presence of numerous potential mislabeled rain samples in dataset, this result is excellent for all models. For the true positive rate, false positive rate, and accuracy and F1 score shown in the figure below in the figure in the slide. We can see that this figure presents the long-term evaluation metrics for all the models with a threshold of 0.5. Overall, all the models deliver more accurate prediction of dry condition than rain condition. This is indicated by the fact that TNR values exceed the TPR values. And from this figure also we can see that three models, the 1D-CNN, LSTM, and RF, can detect rain better than the rest according to the TPR values. For the season-based evaluation, the purpose of this evaluation is aimed at how consistently the models identify different types of rainfall patterns. We can see here that from January to August, September to November, December to February, and the last is March to May. We can see according to the result of this evaluation, the 1D-CNN, LSTM, and RF consistently outperform the MLP and SVM. In the December to February and March to May periods, where the number of rain events is highest and lowest respectively, the 1D-CNN outperforms the LSTM and RF with accuracy values of 0.76 in DJF and 0.82 in MAM. In addition, the performance of the RF is reliable and competitive when compared to the 1D-CNN and LSTM, with the fact that the default parameters are used for the RF models. In general, the performance of the 1D-CNN, LSTM, RF outperform the MLP and the SVM, as we can see in the table in this slide. The RF model has the detection probability of 83%, where both 1D CNN and LSTM models have a detection probability of 84% each. For the record, this study, considering the presence of numerous potential mislabeled rain samples in the dataset, this result is excellent. And the last, for the conclusion, the 1D CNN, LSTM, and RF models are capable of accurately detecting rainfall events with a detection rate of up to 84%. Its model provides consistency of performance with better accuracy in detecting the region's diverse rainfall patterns throughout the year. So this means that for each season, from June to August, September, October, November, December to February, and the last March to May, its model provide consistency. They are consistent to perform the better accuracy in detecting rainfall. And also, we can conclude that in DGF, in December to February and March to May periods, when the number of rain events is highest and lowest, respectively, the 1D CNN outperforms all the other models with accuracy values of 0.76 in December to February and 0.82 in March to May. And for the future research, we suggest that it's expected to use the user terminal and rain gauge at the same location to improve the model's accuracy. Thank you for the participant. We hope that you can get thank you very much.